Hello everyone and welcome back to another video of Captain Rosa and a growing empire in the sea. We begin today's video with a visit from the Grey Oasis settlements arriving at our camp. We had our first harvest of strawberries from our farm out near the beach. With these strawberries we can feed the whole camp and not worry about our starvation problems. Captain Rosa, with these new strawberries, we can cook a fine meal with them to make sure we do not starve during this winter. The pigskin wash up on our shore, but the pigskin was hostile to us, so we went and captured her and attempted to recruit her into our growing army. We imprisoned the pigskin to recruit her into our ranks, but while we were attempting to recruit her, a raid had arrived to attack us. This person was in a rough Outlander union, but no worries, this should be an easy fight. Rosa prepared behind a bunch of rocks to defend the colony from this attacker. With a couple of shots, we were able to take down this attacker, which was an ill hit. First time seeing one of those, except for the first video. We had Gia, the dirt mole, begin digging out her diner, and during this, we had a quest to facilitate someone for a new colonist, which we cannot turn down as we need as much help as we can get. Gia resumed making the diner while our new acquaintance wandered around as he is not allowed to do work. But we had no housing for him, so we had to make tents. With this diner we plan to make a bar to make our people happy with the happy juice. After a while of digging, we finally began making progress to make an actual diner. We put the old chairs inside, so there's no debuff for being outside. During this, we had a growth moment for Q. We decided to go with the trait Brave to fully represent the type of kid he is and how brave he is. Gia managed to convince Trots, the pigskin, to join us. With her in our ranks, she's actually a really good miner in construction and can also fight really well. We had dug out a room for Q to stay in, so she's not sleeping in our storage. Finally, we made a kitchen inside of our bar, so we no longer have to cook on the floor at campfire. Trots began teaching Q many things like how to build and mine, as that is much needed right now. We had some goats self-tamed, so we put them in the pen around this inside the mountain. We had a raid from the Clav Militia happen, and during this raid, most of them went up top, while one went down at the bottom, so we had Rosa right down at the bottom while the rest of our forces went up top and defend the surrounding area. But then while we were in the middle of defending our land, a bunch of Neanderthals came in to help clean up the militia, but also killing all of us. The fleeing militia members ran right into the Neanderthals and got them all killed. But the cleared out the top Neanderthals as they fled. We managed to save one of the members, but we did not intend to keep him alive. We finished him where we stood. We had the faction assault happen with the rebels coming in to fight the group enemies. Now, little pea-brain me downloaded a boat mod, but we cannot use the boats as they were decorations. So, around halfway through this video, I replaced it with an actual boat mod. Rosa announced herself as leader, and the militia attacked a rebel caravan, killing all of the members, and then we mopped off the rest. After the attack, I installed the right mod, which allows us to have actual working boats. And to go alongside this boat, I build a dock, so it does no longer crash into the beach when we're done using it. I tried to repaint it, it does not work, so big down with that. Small dock to go alongside it. There's also a piece of space to place a torch out here and the bride of the dock crew. We had our inhabitant Tally leave and then bring us the impid named Cammy. With his help, we shall make this a sustainable empire, but right now it's just a bunch of huts. Cammy was the first to take the boat for a ride around. He went trading, which proved his worth to us. Then he had a big meal after that. After that trading, he managed to woo Captain Rosa into being in a relationship with him, so we had to build a double bed. We expanded out the bar to make an actual spot for all the kitchen, so we have more spaces for chairs. After a couple of days of digging, we did manage to get the basic part of the kitchen done, but we had to clear out the rest and move the butchering table and kitchen in. We also had to replace the walls as they had steel in them. Previous Glad Militia attack, we captured an Ilford named Bear, and we managed to recruit him, which means we now have a Psycaster, which I put him in Technomancer to help fix up our clothing and enhance our weapons. Established a colony out in the water, and we are now adding buildings to it and repurposing the port to a mine to fuel our effort against the but eventually we should seek peace as we can see a foreseeable trade partner. A good while trying to decide started a cotton farm as well as some other produce farms to sustain us for the foreseeable future. And we also had to make paths around. We were gaining so much money, I decided to build a vault near our bar to keep all of our money. Though all this money is from taxes from our settlement, which is like 120 each tax. We had actually built a counter and a cash register to sell some product. And with this, we were able to sell to the visitors that came by some food, as well as unwanted clothing and materials, as we had an overabundance of food and those materials. One of our scouts informed us that there was a ritual happening nearby. We decided to have the scout investigate the ritual, see what they're doing, and we will learn more about this later in the video. We had a group of refugees come to stay with us as we accepted them for possible future help with them. Who knows, they could be a part of a huge faction, or they could just be some refugees looking for a place to stay. But we're doing this out of the kindness of our heart, as we know there is no money to gain from them. But we decided to give them a home, a place to stay, and a place where there's a security. We begin making a path through the mountains to make it easier to walk around in. With these paths, we should be able to walk around the mountains faster, and also it looks better when we do this, so that's kind of one of the main reasons I'm doing it. The scout that talked to us earlier informed us again about the ritual, and we decided to shut it down as there was horrible things happening with that, and we successfully shut it down. We began making our own military, but we only had enough to fund one trooper. We actually began making a bunch of rooms to rent out to a bunch of passerbys, as we need the money right now. And also, free money. We actually dug out a research room and these spare bedrooms to sell to people. We needed the research room to fund us. There was a wounded animal that came in. We decided to let it into one of our factions, but it attacked all of our troopers over there, therefore impacting us negatively. Bear gained a psionic level, which means we can upgrade his stuff. We decided to let him enchant our weapons, though it took me a while to decide. And I eventually went with enchant weapons, as we want to make him forger, as he's the best with crafting right now. We had our first 2 guests arrive to come and stay at our place, though I think they're thieves, as that's stolen militia equipment. We decided to expand our mines over in the neighboring island to maximize money, and we eventually claimed the tax. We actually had a huge army of what looks to be conscripted militia soldiers attacking our base. We lined everyone up outside except Cube, who we ran off and hid from this gruesome battle. After exchanging shots, we moved the bear up the shop, which is a pig, conscripted pig commander. Put down. The final conscript ran into a rebellion trade caravan and got put down by the rebellion. They actually left us a bunch of gifts for us doing that, and we captured that final one. But with all of that out of the way, it's finally time we start winding down the video to the end of the video. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and please, I hope you enjoyed.